checking in no bag, shopping when we land. Big FN bag of ball. Plead the fifth if I get caught, they talk. Came through dripping on them, I been saucing.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on this channel. And in today's video, I'm gonna be presenting and telling you guys why so many traders struggle to become profitable. Like, why they take so long. So many traders are taking 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 years to become profitable, and that clearly shows one of two things, okay? And that's going to be the thing I'm going to be going over in today's video. So, two main problems for those traders still struggling to become profitable. In fact, there might be three, and I'll talk about that one. The first problem is they spent too much money on their trading account. Keep depositing money when they're unprofitable. This is not good. This is a common issue that new beginner traders, even intermediate traders, still make before they're profitable or show any signs of profitability in terms of consistency across at least 3 to 6 months, because they are still in this gambling phase of mindset where they're trying to get rich very, very fast within a month, within a week, try to hit these huge 1 to 100 risk reward trades, or even in general just full porting their account with no risk management. They're not in here for the long run. They're here to get rich quick. They're not here to actually become traders. And what they're doing is putting themselves in a deeper hole, because they put in, let's say, $500 each time, and every time they lose the money, they start putting in more, because revenge is kind of like revenge trading but for depositing money. So now they're putting in more and more money into all these prop firms or personal trading accounts, and then they end up with net total of, maybe like just broke, right? Just broke. They'll be broke. So you're gonna see this is not a good way to approach trading. The right way to approach trading is to spend that money on your education and learning. So any tools that will help you become profitable or learn trading, or resources, are where you want to be spending that negative 4.5K on, rather than putting it into a trading account. In the beginning, you can even trade demo just to get the hang of trading, right? Of course, you want to open maybe a small account. Maybe you only deposit $100 into a trading account. However, you spend the rest 4K into educational costs. These could be mentorships, courses, tools like FX Free Play, for example, Trading View subscription. These are all things that I have put in money, a ton of money into when I started trading, right? I spent a very long time with my FX Free Play subscription, where I was doing tons and tons of backtesting, trying to make the most out of it in the beginning of my journey. And I currently still have my Trading View subscription for the next 3 years, renewed. And I have the full-on premium Trading View subscription, where I get access to hella data and the seconds chart. So it's a very nice, useful tool for me to look back on my data and reflect, and be able to collect more data. Now, mentorships and courses. These are things that I provide, okay, in my website on essentialtradersuniversity.com. You guys can feel free to check it out. You don't have to, but that's where I provide my one-on-one private mentorship, where I will try my hardest. And my ultimate goal, really, the mentorship it's a 6-month mentorship where you get access to all the educational content I have within both courses, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And then you also get access to weekly 1-hour private lessons with me for the next 6 months. And within the 6 months, my ultimate goal is to get you funded, profitable, or growing your own personal account and compounding it to big numbers. So we are shortening the time it takes for traders to become profitable. So before, if you have no mentor, took no courses, nothing like that, you're your typical standard line could be at least 2 to 3 years to become profitable. And that's with consistent work, by the way. That is not on and off, because if you're doing on and off, it could take you 10 years. But you got to be consistent with it in the amount of time you're putting in and the effort. And most importantly, work smart, not hard, right? In fact, you should be working smart and hard. I take that back. Work smart and hard. Don't work dumb and hard. Okay, work smart and hard. That is why taking this approach of putting majority of your money into educational costs is a lot more important and crucial than putting money into your trading account, because in the beginning, the size of your trading account does not matter at all. You're not here to focus on how to make money in the beginning. You're not focused on the money. You're not focused on making money in the beginning. Especially the beginning first 6 months. You're here to learn the skill and master a skill. Because once you can master a skill, you'll be able to grow your $100 to maybe 10K, right? Maybe give a few months depending on how you trade and what your risk tolerance is. You could definitely do that. But if you give a new trader 100K, they're gonna blow the account. So which trader is doing better within 6 months? Obviously the trader that's proven themselves and can grow $100 to 10K, okay? So that's my ultimate goal in the mentorship. 6 months, one-on-one private lessons to get you profitable consistently. And then the courses are for those that can have a lot of self-reliance. They can really self-grind and keep themselves very disciplined, stick to their rules, and they just want the educational content, which is going through my entire strategy in the advanced course. So that's number one. The second problem for traders that are starting to become profitable is they are just jumping everywhere. As in, these traders, instead of collecting data on one trading system, they're combining several trading strategies into one, and this mixes up the data collection, so they end up trading off skewed data and start gambling. Okay, you need to stick to one specific strategy and system, which is what I teach, and collect data on that one specific strategy and system. Once you collect enough data to show yourself that you're confident in trading that system and it's profitable in the long run, then you trade live with it. Before going live, you always want to build that confidence prior. Otherwise, when you go live, you're going to have a lot of psychological issues and emotional control problems, like sticking to your TP or stop loss. And that can go very, very wrong. So risk management is also important. This is where people go wrong. People are essentially trading for several years with no concrete strategy or a set of rules and system, with no actual data collected that is valid. And that's what I go over in the course as well. I tell you guys exactly my trading journal, how I collect data, how I backtest my data, and what data points you need to be looking at as a professional trader. Otherwise, you're going to be a newbie trader just like all these other people out there that are gambling, okay? They don't have actual data to back up what they're doing is working. They're just guessing where the market is trying to go, and that's all they're doing every single day for several years. And so they're in this loophole of constantly losing, and they don't know why. If you don't know why you're losing, you're wasting your time. I'm being completely honest, you're wasting your time and might as well put that time into a different career. This is not for you if you don't want to put in the work. So make sure you're collecting data. Otherwise, you're wasting years and years of time that you can never get back in your life. And I'm being harsh here because this is the reality. This is facts, right? These are things I wish someone told me when I first started trading. That, hey man, maybe you should start collecting data. Man, if I started collecting data earlier on in my trading journey, I would have been way further than where I am now. Okay, helping you guys for free on this YouTube channel. That's the point of this. That's how I feel my life purpose is at the moment. Now, I'm saving the last point for last because I believe this point only matters after you've done all the hard work of collecting your data and your strategy. And that is psychology. And psychology problems stems from lack of discipline. At the end of the day, all your psychology problems, fear, greed, impatience, not sticking to your plan, at the end of the day, all of that is just based on discipline. If you're disciplined to your rules that your system created when you're backtesting, you would have no problem here. So psychology stems from lack of discipline, and this only applies after you have built something that works. When you build something that works, then that is when you go to step 3 and focus on your psychology. People get this wrong the other way. People start trading by focusing on their psychology and then they go to the technicals. No. Or they do both at the same time, which I guess isn't as bad, but still no. I want you to completely lock in on the system and then move on to psychology, because when you can lock in on your system, having that inner confidence in your system and knowing that works ahead of time will drastically improve your psychology already. So then when you start trying to find ways to improve your psychology and manage your emotions, you'll find it much easier because you already know your data, and all you know is you're executing off predefined data and predefined probabilities. At the end of the day, this is the last thing I want to end this video with. At the end of the day, we are just trading based off probabilities and executing predefined probabilities that have proven an edge over the market. And our job is to execute those trades and setups flawlessly with no emotional attachment. This is professional trading in a nutshell. If you don't leave anything with this video, leave with this. This is professional trading in a nutshell. So this is how you shorten your learning curve. You find either the right mentor information, or at least find someone with a working strategy. You do your own backtesting to build your own confidence, collect your own type of data as well, so you get no screen time. And once you have no screen time, you start training the system live, where then you focus on your psychology and jotting and journaling your emotions, making sure those are in check until you can get to the point where you can execute those trades and setups flawlessly with no emotional attachment. Because what I realized was in my training journey, I was stuck in this psychology loophole until I found a way out, which is through backtesting something and proving it to myself that it works. And that's why I'm able to hold trades like this, for example, all the way to my target. This was a perfect trade the other day. This was literally today actually. And my target was perfect here, right? Exact TP, and I had no emotional attachment when I went back and draw down here after entering here, right? Because I know my system, I know what is set up, I know what's likely to occur, and my TP is more likely to hit than my stop loss based on my data of having almost a 70% win rate at around 3 risk reward at the moment. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys really did take a lot out of this, because this will shorten your journeys by so much. You just won't believe how much, like if someone told me this, you won't believe how much this would have helped me in the beginning of my trading journey, when all I was following was paid signals, crypto scammers, a lot of groups that are trying to predict the market crash like 2 years ago, right? All those bad things and bad influences. If they could have just told me to do this, I would have been profitable maybe within even 3 months with the amount of time I was dedicating to trading, right? Learn. Here, to even make it even more simpler, this is how you become profitable in a short span of time. Steps to profitability fast. Learn a strategy. Split system, backtest, and collect data. Make sure confirm profitability. gain live trading screen time experience. This is very important. Screen time is very, very important, by the way. Extremely important. With enough live trading, you will become more confident, and your psychology will be much easier to manage because you'll see your setup hitting TP a lot more often. And you know, as long as you continue this good behavior, you will become profitable. You'll be making profits. Lastly, just execute flawlessly where you limit psychology issues. That's it. That's all you do. 5 very simple steps if you really were to break it down to how you can become profitable fast. So that's it for this video. I don't want to drag this any much longer. Feel free to take a screenshot of this roadmap I made here. I have a free Discord server as well for those that are interested in checking out the free Discord. Aside from that though, you can check out essentialtradersuniversity.com for the course and mentorship, and there's also new student reviews now published that recently have been approved on the website to confirm they are genuine, legit. So you guys feel free to ask those members or check out the reviews and see what you think. And I can't wait to see you guys in the Discord server or in the mentorship and course.